Yeah, hey everybody, it's Brian with you from TheGameCommon, and we are watching more AI-only battles. We're down to the final episode probably before we get to our championship round. So things are looking good. Things are looking good right now. Who's in the danger zone? It is Rome, it is Australia, and it is India. Genghis Khan actually took a leg up right now. Oh, actually no, China actually dropped below him as well. Ooh, okay, so India's very much in the danger range. That's a huge flip. That's a huge point flip. Like, we were looking at it before, and like Rome or Mongolia is like 5 points ahead of India. So not quite sure what he just did to get that huge leg up. Maybe, oh, you know what it was, I bet? Yeah, you know what it was? So he shot off the second rocket, which is... Where is that? Oh, it's past rockets, isn't it, Brian? So, Earth satellite, where's the second one? I think it's this one, right? Moon landing. So he got one-time culture boost, 10 times your science per turn. So he was making 200 science, so he basically got 2,000 culture. So my assumption is he just grabbed a whole bunch of culture tech. And so that's why he's in a much better spot now. Yeah, I think his civics just went way up. I think he got a lot of points there. I don't know, maybe he finished a 1 or 2 or something like that. He did also just grab Ostia, so, you know, that was points there as well, so. Interesting, interesting. Sumeria is going to lose a town, but we're about to get... No, here we go. Yeah, Sumeria's in a dark age. Interesting. Mongolia's in a golden age. Everyone else is normal age except India. So, what does that mean? That means you're going to flip. And you're going to flip over to India. And is that going to put India ahead of China? Man, this one's coming down to the wire. Probably not. Probably not. China declared war on Sumeria. Sumeria declared war on Rome. Yeah. If Sumeria could grab a town, then they would be okay here, but I don't see that happening. How goes our rockets? 8 turns. Did Sumeria ever decide to shoot off that next tier rocket? No, it looks like they're still going nukes. Yeah, they are still going for nukes, man. Mongolia might be able to sneak out the science victory. Now, it doesn't really matter because they're in the top 3, so they're safe no matter what. But they are putting everyone else on the timer. Specifically right now, Australia. Australia's got to do something. They're just in a really bad spot. Their only hope, I think, right now is going after... Mongolia just got that habitation. They sped that one up. I think they might have used a great engineer. I think they might have. Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. And they still have another use of him. Sergi. 1,500 points. So, yeah, he could still help with another rocket. And then they also have great scientists. There it is. I don't think that is... I don't know if that's the rocket one. 400 science for each rainforest. So, no, that's not the science one. The one we're looking for is Stephanie. Gives 100% production towards space race. But I'm talking about Carl. Provides 3,000 production towards the space race project. Essentially, it's an instant win. So, if we see that great scientist... All right, 100%. India's actually going to grab that. Well, maybe no. No, Sumeria's at 13 turns. Mongolia just got the rocket one. So that's going to help them. Sumeria's going to pop out those rockets a little bit quicker. And then Sumeria is... Oh my gosh, they're about to get 200% science. Ooh. Ooh. Who's next here? India's next. Where is Mongolia? Mongolia's not going to get the great scientist. Okay. Oof, my gosh. Eiffel Tower got finished by Australia. I mean, that's helpful. That is helpful, Australia. You still really need India to get crapped on, and it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Yeah, it really doesn't look like it. Are they even at war with anyone? No. No. No, no, no. So, Mongolia, you got 3/5 done. You still don't have any of the other techs, though. So, he still needs to catch up and grab these last few techs. And getting that 200% over here, I don't know, man. So Mongolia declared war on China. Australia declared on Mongolia. Rome declared on Mongolia. That might be good for Australia if he can take some towns. He's got a nice little arty that is set up here. But with that mechanized infantry and him rolling around with Cav, I don't know. That's going to be a hard take. Is he going to be able to take anything from China? I don't know. Is China safe? Or is China one of the down ones? China's barely safe right now. China's barely safe. Rome is facing a siege. Okay, Sumeria just beelined the capital. They're not going to be able to take it, though, it looks like. There's too many units right now. It's kind of an interesting game, because in some ways, you're not really playing to win. You're just playing not to lose. So, you know, You're sitting here over here as India, and you're like, I don't really care if, you know, we lose a city or two, just as long as we don't end up getting knocked out, is kind of your whole thought process. I love mechanized infantry. I love barbarian mechanized infantry. Or sorry, free city mechanized infantry. Just kind of hilarious. Nina also flipped. Nina, why you flipping? So Mongolia's got some subs now in the little sea here. Not really going to be able to help much, once again, because, yeah, they're at war here, not with India. Do they have subs over here? Not that I can see. Yeah, it doesn't really look like much is happening with this war. He's pushing a little bit over here towards Aquila, but... Oh, sorry, Corella. But, yeah, I just don't see that happening. Still, Adab is flipping over to India as well. So, India's about to pick up 2 towns. That might take them past China. Maybe. China's up 100 points now. Alright, it looks like we finally ended up with our 3 then that are going to get eliminated. And it looks like it's going to be Australia, India, and Rome. And I just don't see this flipping at this point. Man, Genghis Khan came on, dude. Remember, he was in last place 2 episodes, at the start of 2 episodes ago. I remember this because, like I said, I started recording it again. He was in dead last place. And now all of a sudden, he moved up to 3rd place. And he might even end up in 2nd place. And there's a potential chance that he ends up in 1st because he gets the rocket shot off. That's kind of hilarious. Like, what a freaking late game push by Mongolia. And he's not played well at all this game. Like, I don't even know. I mean, he took a couple Rome towns, and that's about it. Like, he's not taking anything from China. He's not taking anything from Australia. So, he's only conquered 2 towns this entire game. Sumeria might be able to take Rome with all that mech infantry. They won't be able to hold on to it, but, you know, they might be able to take it. Here's the thing. Oh, he did take it. Never mind. Yeah, it might actually flip to Rome. Or Mongolia. Interesting. And there's what? 1 wonder in there? 2 wonders in there? So that's another 60 points. Or 30 points for Mongolia. Mongolia could end up in 1st place here. There's potential. There's potential. 2 turns. 2 turns and I bet you're going to flip over. What else would he flip to? Rome? 7, 10, 7. But he's in a dark age? He's in a normal age. Mongolia's in a golden age? Asia's just so small though. Yeah. Yeah, I think it will flip back to Rome. It will flip to Rome. Well, there you go. Gilgamesh got targeted by an emergency. India took up that emergency, which is probably a really dumb idea. Probably a really dumb idea, but we'll see. We'll see how that ends up working out. At this point, India's already in the danger range, so it doesn't really help anyone except potentially China. Did Sumeria end up with both of those great people? He's about to, and yes, I think so. Yeah, it looks like he did. And India's about to get that one. So, remember, he's going to be able to shoot rockets off at 200%. He's building nukes as well. Interesting. And he's working on Operation Ivy. He's about to knock out the moon landing, which is part 2. Is Mongolia... He never got the moon landing? He never got the moon landing. Mongolia still hasn't gotten the tech yet for any of those other ones, so there you go. China's also getting some spaceports going, but I think a little too late for that. How did any of our wars, anything end up happening? Not really. No, not really. Rome did not flip. Somehow Sumeria is holding on to this now. Say what? What? How are you doing that? You don't even have a governor there. How is this happening? How is this happening? He had amenities. How is he getting plus 20 to effects? Do they get, I don't think they get a loyalty bonus, right? I don't think they get a loyalty bonus. But there's not enough policy cards to give you plus 20. Having a unit garrison would be one. Having the happiness would be another. He doesn't even have a governor. That blows my mind. Okay, I'm looking to you guys to tell me how the freaking heck he has that much. Adab ended up going over to India. Mongolia is probably going to go grab it. I don't know. It looks like they're actually kind of going for Ravania. Alright, alright. Nina is still holding true up there. They're maintaining against the onslaught of Sumeria. I will say that this has been a very disappointing game from a domination standpoint. Like, we've seen almost nothing flip due to domination. Like, other than a couple Rome towns, that's about it, right? I don't think anything else flipped because of domination. I don't know. They've just not been particularly adept at winning domination in this game, which I will say is a little unusual. You know, it happens. It happens. Everyone has bad games, and it looks like we got some bad games going, or at least just some misplays and stuff like that. It could just be like how the cities worked out. Now, Sumeria is working on Broadway in Rome, which once again... Sumeria's in a freaking dark age. What the heck? How are you holding on to this? Mind blown. Mind freaking blown. What would he have right now that gives him loyalty? He maybe... Did he get the Eiffel Tower, was it? No, Statue of Liberty. No, but Statue of Liberty would only help on that I don't know. I don't know. China got a Earth satellite done. How's Mongolia going? By the way, what time we're at? 10 minutes? Okay. We will probably end up having to jump ahead and get to the end of this episode. We should stop paying so much attention to this freaking, like, what are you doing? Gilgamesh has potential now to shoot off the last two, and he has that huge bonus, so I imagine he's just going to end up winning the game. Yeah, there you go. 5 turns there. We're probably, like, maybe only 10 turns away from winning. Actually, yeah, we might not even need to put a pause in. Yeah, he's going to knock it out here. 4 turns. Remember, he's 200% quicker. 3,000 points. That is good, but Mongolia might be too far away. The other problem is Mongolia at this point just doesn't have the last 2 techs. So, the fact that Sumeria does have those 2 techs, so once he shoots that off, he's just going to immediately shoot the other one off, and it's going to be another 5-6 turns. So, we're probably like 10 turns away from winning the game, so probably 282. Pretty early win. Pretty early win, all things considered. How's his culture? Yeah, he's still doing okay in culture. Domination, no one really managed to accomplish much. Score victory, any shakeups there. China did, well, actually, India's catching up a little bit to China. China did lose a little bit of their lead. And Genghis Khan's not too far ahead either. I just don't see what India's going to do at this point. I think Adab and Ravania were really what, oh, and then he grabbed Nina too. So that's why he ended up getting those points. China did do some warring up here. Actually looks like, though, it's Sumeria who's doing most of the fighting over there. I mean, I guess there's a couple wonders that could be built as well. But India right now is not working on any of those wonders, so... Yeah. Sumeria just nuked Patna. Okay! Hello. Hello. Look at that. Look at that. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Yes. Great. So nuclear emergency, India will take him up on it. I don't know if anyone else is going to take up that emergency. I don't know if Cree's still at war. Cree might declare war again. Yeah, Cree might actually hop in on that as well. Maybe even Rome. Maybe even Rome. Maybe even Rome. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. So, what you do, by the way, and this is what we did. Oh my god, they did it again on Patna. So what you need to do is you need to build helicopters. And then you start nuking them, and then you just basically suicide the helicopters in to take the city. Your helicopters are going to instantly die, but it's not like they're going to try taking the city back either. Hey, I feel robbed because we totally didn't see the nuke. We totally didn't see the nuke there. We totally didn't see that nuke. I want to accept. Sumeria should be punished for what he's doing right now. I wonder how many nukes he has. We can't see, right? We can't see, right? He got pillage signs. No, we can't really see. Sumeria... Alright, screw Patna, man. Seriously. Is it lower the pop? I don't think so. And the tiles are all eradicated, so I don't understand the point of re-nuking. I'm not quite sure what the AI is thinking with that. But okay. So we got 1 turn. That's the game, actually, isn't it? Yeah, that's the game. Alright. Well, that was quick. 2 freaking 77. Wow. Wow. Okay. Let's go ahead and go options. Disable, disable, disable. Ah. Okay, we're good. There you go. There you go. Let's look at the grass real quick. So what I want to see is I want to see era score per turn. And I want to see this Mongolia. Look at this. Look at that. Dead last, and it's not even close here. And remember, they needed to be in the top 4. And then they just went foosh. Impressive. Freaking impressive, Mongolia, man. Okay, so who's going to get knocked out then? It's India. by still quite a bit, Australia and Rome. So it's unfortunate that we're going to lose Australia, because Australia is one of the more fun civs to watch because of their absolute destructive power. It's also sad to see Rome go as well. India, yeah, well, finally someone that, I think the ones that I rated super low as we began, both India and then Tamar, you know, they all got eliminated. We still have Gorgo, at least, you know, from the complete underdogs. But Gilgamesh is going to move on, Poundmaker as well, who wasn't rated super high, and then China and Mongolia. So, yeah, we're only at 15 minutes. We're only at 15 minutes. Well, let's do this. I'm going to go write these three down real quick so I don't forget. So we got Rome. We got John, Australia. I don't want to start the next episode because, like, that's going to be a whole nother series. And then we got India. So I guess what we could do is we could pull up the knockout stage stuff. And I don't have it updated, obviously, because, you know, you're literally live right now. So who do we have in the finals then? We have Persia, we have US, we have Japan, we have Gorgo. We have Sumeria, we have Mongolia, we have China, we have Cree, we have, yeah, and then Cree. So those are your final 8. What we're going to be doing, and we might as well go show it now. So we are basically trying to get down to 6 at this point. So let's go ahead and exit to main menu. And I'll just give you guys a quick, we're not going to set up the game or anything like that. I'd have to turn all the mods on anyways. So a multiplayer, we could just do it this way, single player, create game. So what we're going to do is we're going to do, another Pangea map. We'll do it on deity. We're going to do it with 8. We will do standard size, instead of small. And then what we're going to do is we, are going to basically do exactly what we've been doing. And then when we get the, when we get to someone winning the game or 325 turns, then we're going to eliminate the bottom 2. And then from that point, what we're going to do is we're going to do 6-armed snowflake. So if you've never seen this map before, it's extremely balanced. And in fact, let's just go ahead and load in, because, you know, some people may not be aware of what this map looks like. But I just want to shut off Sean Bean. So anyways, create game. We're not really going to be doing anything else the rest of this episode, so you're not going to hurt my feelings if you peace out. So the 6-armed snowflake, it's basically a mirror image of it, and it's going to be an extremely balanced map for our 6 finalists. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do three rounds back to back to back, and we're going to do score, basically whoever has the highest score after all 3 rounds. Now we don't necessarily want someone winning and ending the game, so we might do something like 250, maybe 275 turns, because we don't really want someone winning the game, because if someone wins the game, then what? I mean, I guess we could just do score victory 325 and just keep the game going, even if someone wins the victory. But, you know, I don't really want to figure out, like, oh, you get an extra 100 points because you win. I don't know. It's too hard to figure out. So we're just going to go 6 turns. Hello, reveal all, please. And you'll notice that, like, everything is the same. You know, I don't know if all of the luxury resources are the same. I think they're a little different, but the tiles, the tundra, the desert, all of that is as equal as possible. And so we're going to do that. And like I said, we'll do it with the 6 guys, and we'll do 3 rounds, and then we will just add up everyone's score at the end of the round. And then whoever has the top score, will be like 275 turns or something like that. Whoever has the top score at the end of all 3, then when you add all 3 together, is going to be our champion. And we'll do something special with our champion. I don't know, it might be on live stream, we'll figure that out, but yeah, that's going to be what's going down. So I guess apologies, this episode's a little shorter. I suppose we could talk about who we think, and I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on who you think is going to win as well. Mongolia is always that wild card, man. If Mongolia goes crazy, Mongolia can definitely easily win. And the thing is, since the finals are going to be 3 rounds long, I think that maybe benefits Mongolia the best, because Mongolia then, if he has one really bad game where wars just don't work out, you know, I mean, legitimately by turn 275, he could end up wiping everyone else out in the finals. By that time. Who do we think is not going to make it to the finals is a question. Well, at this point, I would honestly say Gorgo. I think Gorgo has outlived herself. I mean, we're seeing that all the lower rated ones are finally starting to get eliminated. I think Cree would probably also be up there as well. And I still honestly think Sumeria is going to get punished. At some point, Sumeria is going to spawn in and is going to be friendly with their neighbors and is just basically going to be static. What's so good about Sumeria is because he gets so much science because of his special buildings he builds. But, man, at some point, man, I think he's just going to get punished because he's just going to be friendly with everyone. Also, too, Persia. Persia, as we've seen before, he's really good culturally, but the AI just doesn't, they're just not able to use those immortals as efficiently. So I'm thinking for winners, I think you got Mongolia, I think is up there. I think China, over a 3-game span, he might be able to pop out enough wonders to really get a victory. I think Japan has a really good chance as well because of those adjacency bonuses. He just gets crazy, crazy powerful. And then I think the US. I think those are my 4 kind of picks. If I had to pick one, I would have to go Mongolia, obviously. But I really would not be surprised if it was any of those 4. But as we've talked about, as we've seen, just because I'm predicting it doesn't mean it's going to happen. And in fact, this game's really kind of hard to predict. It really, really is. So for now, hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys liked it, drop a comment. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who you guys are predicting for the finals. And as always, hit the subscribe button, join the game comment, show your support. I will see you guys later. Bye, everyone.